Good morning, all. This is Wayne Thring, the Deputy President of the African Christian Democratic Party. With regards to our signing of the multi-party charter agreement this morning, I wish to place it within context and also dispel any rumors that the ACDP is entering into a coalition with either the DA or any other political party. And so right at the outset, I want to make it emphatically clear that the ACDP is not entering into a coalition with any political party today. So some background is that when the DA leader announced the Moonshot Pact, the ACDP expressed its concerns, its reservations. Some of those were the fact that it was announced at their elective conference. Secondly, there was no consultation with any of the leaders of the political parties, no consultation with other role players with regards to what this Moonshot Pact actually was. And then thirdly, the ACDP took umbrage to the fact that a comment was made about one political party being public enemy number one. Our leader addressed these concerns, indicating firstly that the ACDP has no enemies. We differ in terms of our political worldviews. We differ in terms of how we operate politically. We differ in terms of our belief systems, but we have no enemies. Secondly, our leader also confirmed, the Reverend Dr. Kenneth Meshwe, that the ACDP does not enter into coalitions prior to elections. We believe that coalitions can only be meaningfully formed once the outcome of an election is made known. As a result of these concerns, when political parties got together to discuss coming together to present an alternative to what we are currently seeing in government today, the ACDP attended those meetings, which now was moving towards what is the multi-party charter. But we attended those meetings as observers. When the multi-party charter had their inaugural meeting, the ACDP was not present. And we were not present because we were not invited. And the ACDP took a position that we will not gate crash any meeting where we are not invited. Post the inaugural meeting and the signing of the multi-party charter by the different political parties, our leader, Reverend Dr. Kenneth Meshwe, was approached to join the charter. And so again, he asked some questions. He asked a question about the Moonshot Pact. And he was informed that the Moonshot Pact is obsolete. The Moonshot Pact is non-existent. He asked a question about coalitions and whether the multi-party charter represented a coalition, and he was informed that the multi-party charter is not a coalition. Rather, the multi-party charter is a coming together of political parties to set in place groundwork, framework, and some key principles, some key ground rules that should a coalition be established post 2024, that already there would be some kind of guideline to help facilitate the coming together for the formation of a multi-party government. So having been assured that the Moonshot Pact was now obsolete and that the multi-party charter was not a coalition, the leader of the ACDP brought this to the national executive of the ACDP, and at our NEC meeting we deliberated this at length. At the end of our deliberations, the NEC, the National Executive Committee of the ACDP, took a decision to join the multi-party charter. It must be stated also that we put this out as well to our members in our live streaming group that we have, or live streaming talks that we have on a Tuesday. And the vast majority, if not 100%, it appears as if there was a unanimous decision from our supporters and members to go ahead and join the multi-party charter on the conditions that it is not a coalition. So when one looks at the charter, as I indicated, what the charter does is sets out a framework. It sets out some ground rules. The charter is not a coalition. The charter looks at political parties having some commonality in terms of how we view the country being run. And we agree that the economy is in need of restoration. We agree that crime is out of control. We agree that education and the education system that we currently have is not producing the skills that the marketplace needs. We agree that our health departments and the hospitals and the clinics are in desperate need of ramping up their service delivery to people on the ground. We agree that there needs to be a steady supply of electricity in order for the economy to grow. We agree that our infrastructure is crumbling and it needs to be restored so that it is fit for purpose for the needs of South Africans and the needs of a growing economy. So these are some of the fundamentals. We agree also that we need to have a professional public service. And these are some of the fundamentals that the Charter and the political parties that have signed the Charter agree to. And the ACDP does agree with these fundamental challenges that South Africa is facing, and that we need to be able to place our country on a sound footing so that South Africa can be the example not only to the continent of Africa, but also to the rest of the world. And so I hope that this clears up any rumors that the ACDP is going into a coalition with the DA or with any other party for that matter. Our signing of the multi-party charter is not a commitment to a coalition. Our signing of the multi-party charter is a commitment to addressing the challenges, the many pressing challenges that South Africa faces. Again, this is Wayne Thring, the Deputy President of the ACDP.